Launch now!
It was the ultimate surprise attack. In every sense, America was stunningly unprepared that September morning.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
It's got to be a terrorist attack.
Indeed, so unprepared, even those closest to the president completely misunderstood events.
Our collective response was, oh, what a horrible accident. The pilot must have had a heart attack or something.
The second plane changed everything. White House Chief of Staff Andrew Card stepped forward into that Florida classroom and uttered words he will never forget.
And I leaned over and I whispered into his right ear, a second plane hit the second tower. America is under attack.
There's no guidebook, there's no roadmap, there's no plan.
This tremendous explosion as it hit the Pentagon.
Former Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld was at the center of America's response, carrying a stretcher that day, fighting policy battles for years afterwards. And remarkably, he told me that he now believes 9/11 was a valuable wake-up call to a sleeping superpower.
There is no question but that it was a warning, and there's no question but that it could have been much more severe, and no question but that it might someday be much more severe.
Is it really possible there is worse to come? To many it seems the war against Al-Qaeda is being won.
Mr. Bush's
But Michael Scheuer is an ex-CIA officer who was in charge of the hunt for bin Laden. He says the man he pursued for so long was the ultimate winner by setting traps that America walked into, both in Iraq and Afghanistan.
They know us far better than we know them. Bin Laden knew we didn't have patience. He knew we couldn't stand casualties. He knew prolonged wars cause dissent in the United States, and all of those things have come true.
10 years on, the overwhelming sentiment is still one of disbelief.
If you had written a screenplay to do what happened on September 11th, you probably would have had a hard time convincing Hollywood that they should produce the movie.
The assault was an ambush on this nation's optimism and self-confidence. There may be future attacks, but never again will America be as vulnerable, as exposed, as it was a decade ago. Robert Moore, ITV News, New York.